Good morning, good morning. We have a lot to talk about this morning while I get ready. So here we go. It's been a minute. I think the last time we talked was the ice storm. I said I was gonna have an update for you guys and I just didn't because the ice storm and it got busy, and that's just kind of how life goes and apparently how things go with me on YouTube. I just cannot seem to stay consistent, but I do circle back like once a quarter. So anyways, last night I had a show with MyStages, and that was MyStages' first writers round. And as I say that, I also just realized I have never told you guys about MyStages, which is this app that I created with my friend to help independent artists just build a fan base and make money on shows by being able to ticket shows. And it just gives them a place to build a platform and to like actually make a living. There's a lot of things that go into live shows and being an independent artist that require a lot of help from a team. You don't always have a team, and that falls back on the artist. And I just created this app with one of my good friends to essentially like be that team for artists, so we can actually like make a living. Anyways, so MyStages, we decided to host some events to show people how to use the app and to just really get like fans and artists / users on it. We were like, let's host some events so we can just kind of like demo this out for people. So we did that last night, and we had our very first round at Live Oak off of Demumbrian in Nashville, Tennessee. And it was so much fun. We did a 4-hour set, and I gathered 9 different writers. Yeah, I think it was 9 of us. Anyways, broke it into 3 rounds, and it was so much fun. We had such an incredible turnout. All of the writers had a blast, and I think it just makes it so much more fun when you know the people that are on stage with you. And I feel like, I feel like it makes a difference when you actually know the people that are on the stage with you. I've done a lot of rounds where I just didn't know the people on stage with me. And like the round is still fun and you have your own individual like time between that, but I feel like what makes a show really good is like banter in between, and when you can have banter between artists because they know each other, it just makes a more fun and interactive show. So yeah, so I had a lot of friends from college up and playing, and we had pop writers and folk writers and country writers and even some Christian writers, and it was just an absolute blast. Our turnout was incredible, and we actually had about like 15 people join the app from that, and we didn't even really push the app that hard. So I feel super confident with that and really happy with the turnout of how that all went. While we are talking about music, I have been writing so much lately, and writing a lot across genres, which is legitimately the dream. For years, I have told people I want to write pop, country, and Christian, and I've gone into a lot of meetings where they've said you need to pick a lane, you need to pick a genre, and for so many years I felt like not being able to pick a genre has held me back. But now the way that music is all just kind of like blending together, and like more Christian writers are going with country writers and just like releasing different genred songs under their artistry. Like if they're in country, they're doing a Christian thing and vice versa. It's really opened all of the doors that have needed to be opened for years. And I'm so grateful because I'm going into these meetings, and it's just really nice to be able to say like, yeah, I'm writing across all these genres, and like these are the writers I'm working with and the artists I'm working with, but like I do have these connections in all of these worlds now, not just one. So I'm so grateful that I just like stuck to what I know I always wanted, which was to write all of them, because God's making a way and I feel like the doors are finally opening. So I have met with some really great publishing companies that I've liked a lot recently, and I feel like they have understood me so much more than in the past, like my meetings in the past. And I feel like they're catching, like they understand my vision, they understand me as a writer and as an artist, and they're setting me up on rights, and we're just kind of like testing that out and seeing how it goes. And yeah, I just feel like the pressure's off, and it's really just about like finding the right team at this point, because I'm loving the songs I'm writing, and yeah, I don't know, it's just truly the pressure's off. Praise God. So I do have 2 songs that are ready to be released, but the reason I have not released them yet is because I am going to be working with a distribution company, which is so exciting. And essentially what they will do is, instead of me like distributing my song through DistroKid or like a distributor like that, which is more of like a self-distribution, which I've done in the past, a company who has other like indie artists, but then also bigger artists, they will distribute my songs to all platforms and act as like the liaison between like distribution for me. So they like pitch my song to playlists, and one of my friends, she works at the distributor that I'm going to be using, and I trust her so much, and I also just love the artists on their roster. So I feel super excited about working with them and honored that they would take me on and just be willing to represent me. So I'm excited about that. The songs that I'm gonna release first are actually Christian songs. They're songs I've had sitting there for years, and I knew that I wanted to release them, but I also just held every single song super open-handed. Was like, okay, if somebody else wants to cut this and release it, I'm open to it, because I love these songs, but I think like feeling told that I need to pick a genre for so many years kind of left me feeling really confused and stagnant, because like there were so many songs that I love that I've written across genres, and it was like, well shoot, I feel like I have to pick like one or the other. So anyways, it's just kind of kept me a little stuck. But now, and I don't know if it's like, I think part of it is age and just getting older and realizing like I can do what I want. Like I don't need anyone to tell me, like an industry to like set rules around my own artistry. And I think also another part of it is the industry's changed so much recently, and because people are doing so many different genres within their own like single genre, I feel like it's just creating more opportunities. So I'm going to release Christian songs first, and I do have these like really cool pop cinematic songs, and then I also have these country songs that I'm obsessed with, but I just want to take it one step at a time with the Lord, and I'd love to release those other genre songs, but also if they get cut, heck yeah, all about it. Lord, use those songs in whatever way you want, you know? But if I get to hold on to those songs and sing them myself, then I would love to like share that part of my story and just my journey and my process of like rediscovering myself and refinding myself after coming back to Nashville when I was gone for like 8 months. So yeah, I know the first step for me right now is to release the Christian songs. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, all done. Also, I cannot believe I got this far in my makeup and I haven't even mentioned the race I've been training for literally months. So a couple months ago, I decided that I was going to train for a triathlon. I know, people think I'm crazy. I don't care. It's fun. So yeah, I've been training for months for a triathlon, and This kind of came from a couple different reasons. I was like inspired, but it kind of came about because I just want to be someone who can endure in every situation. And I think that's really important throughout life, to remain steady. And especially like as a Christian, for me, like my hope and my trust is in God. But there are a lot of things that happen in life where you can get rattled. You could lose a job, you can lose a family member, you can just go through a really hard breakup, and it just shake your whole world and everything that you knew about yourself or you believed or you're chasing after. And after leaving my engagement, that was probably like the toughest battle of mental toughness I have had to face. And I realized how strong I am, and that was really encouraging to me. But I also was like, I want to apply this to all different areas of my life, whether that's fitness or music. Like, I just want to remind myself that I can do anything and I can endure hard things and come out the other side stronger. So training for this try, there are so many days when I'm like, I don't want to do this workout whatsoever. But just like any other thing in life, there's things that we don't want to do or we have to resist in order to get to the other side, in order to get to the thing that we actually want to accomplish. And I'm just seeing that like choice every single day of training show up in other areas of my life in a good way, of how to endure the suck, essentially, to just be stronger and be better. And I love training for this. I'm having so much fun. I feel really proud of how strong my body is. My body has changed through this, which is really interesting. I honestly expected to like be training for a couple months and like honestly just like snap into like superwoman fitness and like have abs and all this stuff, but like you're starving. I'm legitimately starving as I'm training because I'm so hungry. Like, I'm burning so many calories that I'm just really hungry, and it requires such a overload of like calories at this point. So my body has changed, and like in some ways I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like heavier, but I also can see that I'm stronger, and I feel like my body has kind of taken on like a new purpose in a way. Not that this purpose was not there before, but like now I see my body as something that is like so strong and so capable. And I feel more confident, which is weird because like I'm honestly a little bit heavier, but I feel more confident because I feel so much more like confident and capable in the things I'm able to do. So yeah, it's really cool. Like I feel proud of myself. Anyway, my first open body water swim is gonna be on Wednesday, tomorrow, with a friend. So yeah, I'll try to take some videos and bring you all along. Guys, it is 4:45 in the morning, and I'm headed to my first open water swim. Woo! Let's go. Almost 1 year.